Inspired by the true stories of New Zealand street gangs across 30 years, Savage follows Danny at three defining moments of his life as he grows from a boy into a violent enforcer of a gang. Hey guys, and welcome to my new movie review for Savage. Oh my gosh. Wow. First of all, I want to say this. So when I first saw the trailer for this, I saw the trailer for this in cinemas, and it was quite a while ago. And the trailer for this portrays something that this movie is definitely not at all. I'm going to tell you a few things about this movie that I thought were pretty impactful, and then I'm going to give you my real authentic thoughts on this film. But first of all, guys, Savage is rated MA15+. The duration of Savage is 1 hour and 40 minutes long. Savage is a crime drama movie. Savage is directed by Sam Kelly. Normally in my movie reviews, guys, I go into the cast of a movie. And the reason why I'm not going to is because of how much I didn't like this film. Yeah, you heard me right. Yep, no word of a lie. The opening sequence of this movie, guys, I was very surprised at what he did, and one of the things that I was really shocked by is that the side of the hammer that he used. And when you see the movie, if you've seen the movie, if you're going to see the movie, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And for those of you who've been following my channel for any period of time, I don't do spoilers in my movie reviews at all, to any description at all, because in my personal opinion, spoilers are not fair. If you really want to know something about a movie, go and see it, and that's my opinion. The side of the hammer that he used to do what he did was really full on. I mean, really full on. One of the things that was really disturbing about this movie, unbelievably disturbing about this movie, was what happens to the second in charge at the Boys Town unit thing, whatever the facility he is when he's a little boy, and what happens to him with the guy like the 2IC in charge, what happens just after the chair scene. And the chair scene I'm talking about, there's a scene where they're holding up chairs in front of them to like strengthen them. The scene directly after that, what the guy does, the 2IC does, in the like, it's like a cell room kind of thing, like sort of thing. What he does to the kid is really disturbing, unbelievable. This movie is so unbelievably, underwhelmingly boring. It is not funny. The storyline is pathetic. Absolutely none of the character chemistry worked for me whatsoever. There is no dynamic in the character chemistry at all to any degree. Probably 45 minutes into the film, and maybe just over that, a friend of mine who I watched this movie with, we both started saying, "What are we watching? What are we watching?" I'm so glad I rented this and I didn't buy it. I'm so glad I did not buy this film. This is an absolute abomination of filmmaking, honestly. There are so many scenes throughout this film that are missing. I mean, so many scenes throughout this film that are missing. Like, unbelievably, staggeringly, mind-blowingly, what in the world? Literally. I just could not believe the story arc just never flowed into each other at all. There are so many sequences of just unnecessary hitting action that had no lead up development into the consequence of why that scene was happening. Ever. At all. And it was just, I kept waiting for something to happen, there happened to be something that happened, but as an audience member, we kept being like, what are you doing? what is this? Why has that led to that? Like, I don't, anytime someone was hurt to any degree for any reason at all from anyone else in this movie, didn't feel it and I didn't care. Not once ever. I had more compassion from watching Heath Ledger in the Dark Knight as the Joker than I did, and there was no backstory behind why the Joker was the Joker. This movie had backstory, and I still didn't care at all, not once. This movie is absolutely just an abomination of filmmaking. Is just not even a way to describe it. I'm so glad I saw it because I will never need to see this movie again. Ever again. And does Savage have in its core elemental central thing in its DNA? You guys already know the answer to this question. But what I like to call, in my personal opinion, and those who have been following me for any period of time knows exactly what I'm about to say right now. Rewatchability. Straight away, swipe it away. Heck no. No, 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 no. Never. Oh my gosh, no. The acting was horrendous. The brotherhood chemistry was just so pathetic. It was so ridiculous. Oh man, I'm so cool and I'm such a gangster, I'm such a badass, I'm such a thug. I felt none of it. I felt none of it. Not once in this movie was I ever convinced. They just didn't do anything. They just stood around, oh yeah, we're strong men and we're going to yell and we're going to say stuff and oh yeah, we're gangsters. And... Awesome. Okay. Do something. Convince me as an audience member that you're actually a bad guy. Like, it just sucked so bad, guys. This movie is an absolute waste of time. For real. Like, honestly, seriously. So what I did, guys, the reason why I am actually reviewing this movie right now, I went to JB Hi-Fi and I saw Savage on the wall. I picked it up and I took a selfie with it. And I said on my Instagram post, if I get 10 likes on this post, then I'll review this. I'll watch this movie and I'll review it. Literally. That's why I did this. Because I actually thought from the trailer that this movie looked scary. Like, it did. The trailer made it look scary. Guys, the trailer is so unconvincing. It is not what the movie is at all. Seriously. Oh my gosh. And I can't even believe that I don't even want to talk about the cast. Because I was so unimpressed. This movie is trash. It really, really is. And guys, anyone who's been following my channel for any period of time, you guys know that I hate talking like this about film. Film needs to be entertaining and just captivating to some level at all ever. Oh my gosh. This movie is a heap of garbage. Something about this movie that I felt lagged more than anything in this movie. The energy. There was no energy in this movie at all. And I mean zero energy. This movie lacked energy to such a degree that I literally was sitting there just watching it. And it was like I was questioning why I still had it on. Literally. I questioned why I was still watching it. The only reason we watched it for its entirety is purely because of the fact that I paid for it. Literally. That is the only reason that I watched this movie to the end. Other than that, 45 minutes into it, maybe an hour, I could have easily turned it off and be like, yep, great. And the ending was so... I just didn't care. I did not care at all. And just letting you know, this isn't a spoiler at all because they don't even reveal it at all. You don't even know at all. They never even reveal what his face tattoo was. Not once. Literally. And like, I don't even get why he got it, where he got it, how he got it. They never reveal it in the movie because this movie is a heap of garbage. This movie is a heap of garbage. I did not like this movie at all to any degree whatsoever. I'm glad I saw it because I'll never need to watch it ever again. Seriously. Oh my gosh. Man alive. Even the soundtrack at one point of the movie, he's in there chasing this guy again. Why he's chasing this guy, I had no idea, with a hammer. And then all of a sudden, the music is like built up, and you're like, what are you trying to do with the music? Like, what are you doing? We don't even get why he's in the house in the first place. And then all of a sudden, there's a scene where he has PTSD. And we're like, huh? What? You suffer from PTSD all of a sudden? How? What? That makes no sense at all to the rest of the story. What are you talking about? Guys, this movie is definitely a waste of time. A complete waste of time. For anyone who has been following my channel for any period of time, I don't have any trivia because there isn't any. That's how bad this movie is, guys. There's no trivia to this movie. That's how bad this movie is. So bad. So I'm going to leave you with that. Guys, if you have already, it's so good to have you here. Thanks so much for clicking on this link. I really appreciate it so much. I really do. Thank you and welcome to my movie review. Thank you and welcome to my YouTube channel. So good to have you here. Thank you so much for clicking this link. And if you haven't already, and you'd be so kind, go ahead and subscribe. Don't forget to click the bell for notifications. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up on this movie review. Guys, I'm going to wrap it up there because I don't have anything more to say. This movie is terrible. I didn't like it at all. Guys, don't forget who's bringing this movie review. For Savage. Guys, this is Superman Steve, appreciating you guys always and loving your time. Flying out!